The first pregnancy that I had was the result of a date rape when I was 14. And I made a decision to place that child. And I know in my heart today that my daughter has been able to fulfill her purpose. Her life was not in vain.
My mother had a baby out of wedlock, and she put my brother up for adoption, and we have an amazing relationship with him now. He is so grateful that my mom chose to keep him and give him up, and you know, we're in his life and in his future, and we're going to be able to see him have kids and get married, and it's different psychologically, but it's definitely a better choice than to wonder for the rest of your life how it was supposed to be.
Well, now I know that I could have given my baby for adoption if I wanted to continue college. And when I thought, how can anyone give their baby to someone else to take care of, you know? And then, you know what, comparing to the abortion, at least my baby would have been alive. I would have given my baby a gift, the gift of life. And not to only my baby, but to a couple that maybe were wishing to have a baby.
I wish my story was the single mom story or the adoptive, the birth mom. I wish that I had seen adoption the way that I see adoption now. And you would give anything to have a little picture to show somebody, this is my child, this is their life, this is what it meant.
And it was difficult, but I never ever regretted my decision to keep her. But I would have missed so much joy and happiness.
I'm really looking forward to what's in my future, and these last 2 summers I've been able to go on mission trips to Ukraine and to visit orphanages and minister to children there, and I just enjoy that so much.
My family would not be the family that it is today if I had not had Katie. I've always said, gosh, I wish I were more like Katie, because Katie is just, I just can't imagine life without Katie.
Well, my mom was in college and my dad had just gotten his first job, and they met back in 1971, and it wasn't very much later that they got together and conceived me, and they weren't married yet. But thankfully they chose to have me, and then they got married, and money was tight. Mom was still finishing up school, and I had a wonderful childhood because they gave me love. And I really believe that's all a kid needs, is unconditional love. And so I got involved in sports, and finally when I was going into high school I chose swimming. And I had much success in that, and then I got a scholarship to go to college. And then after college I got to go to the Olympic Games, really the peak that an athlete can experience. And it was there in Atlanta, 1996, that I won 3 gold medals. And so I'm so grateful that my mom and dad didn't listen to the pressures and concerns of the time, but that they chose to have me. And now I have a family of my own. My wife and I, we have 5 wonderful children, and my mom and dad are thoroughly enjoying being grandparents.
I decided to have my baby when I realize I will worst in my mind, if in my heart, if I don't have it. And I know sometimes I don't have money to do some things, I don't have money to do that, but I prefer to don't have money to do that than I don't have my baby. And now my 3 kids love him. And I love him, my mom, my dad, they love him, and I'm really happy. Sometimes I think, what if I don't have my baby now? And I don't want to imagine.
Your future is not decided by the situation you find yourself in right now. It's decided by what you choose to make of it. The choice is yours. If you found yourself at this crossroads, there's a pregnancy care center in your area. They are there to help you think through the possibilities, to help you see your possibilities. We asked these women what advice they would give if their own daughter or friend were going out the door to have an abortion.
I've got a daughter that's 20 years old. I'm not with her, and I don't know what's going on right now. And I pray that she never ever has to make a decision to have an abortion, because it will destroy her. At one point in her life, she'll be destroyed. If not the beginning of it, certainly down the road.
I would tell her that the worst has happened already. And being pregnant, yes, it's overwhelming right now. But by going to have an abortion, it's adding to the problem. It's not a solution.
Everyone says it's the most empowering decision and we're taking a woman's right away, but I can say it's the opposite. It's probably the most violating thing you could ever go through.
Don't give up on the baby. It could be the next Rosa Parks or Martin Luther King or any of the people that we happen to admire. And I just remind her of that.
You can have a baby. Sometimes you think you cannot have it. You cannot hold the baby, but you can. Just have your baby. Have it, because it's worse if you don't.
There is hope and there is a future, but it's different. And instead of plan A, you're going to plan B.
There's help, there's hope. We're here to support, not to condemn.
And I think just reminding her that, she's a mom right now with that tiny little baby inside, and you don't undo the fact that you're a mom. It just leaves a lasting impression on your heart, and that child will forever be a part of your life.
Side effects are forever.
There's nothing that erases. There's nothing no pill that you can pop.
Whatever they are forever.